Hello everyone, welcome to Wicked West Books. My name is Meg West, and today's video is going to be a 2-in-1. If you have watched my New Year's resolution videos, then you know I set a resolution to post a video every single Wednesday, and to motivate myself, I set myself a consequence if I failed, which was to unhaul 5 books. If you are paying attention, last week's video technically went up very early Thursday morning instead of very late Wednesday night like I usually do. So today I have to unhaul 5 books. And I'm not too upset about that because this week's Top 5 Wednesday is books I will never read. And it really couldn't have worked out better if I had planned it. So I'm going to show you 5 books that I'm going to unhaul. I am going to go through the top 5 books I will never ever read, most of which are series. Actually, they are all series, and one author. The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series by Michael Scott. I picked up this series when this book first came out. I recognized his name from Harry Potter, and I couldn't say no to that. And then the next year, I picked up the other book I'm unhauling today, which is The Magician by Michael Scott. And I have decided, when I reread these 2 books last year, trying to get back into the series, that it is not a series I am ever going to finish. And there's nothing all that wrong with this series, I just feel that I have outgrown it. It's just this particular series was very predictable, and the writing style was very, very simple, and it really did just feel too childish for me to put in the effort to finish the 10 books, I think, that are in this series. So I will be getting rid of these 2 today, and I do not have any plans to ever finish reading the series. The next book series that I will never ever read has the other 3 books from my unhaul that I am doing today. Those books are The Warrior Heir, The Wizard Heir, and The Dragon Heir by Cinda Williams Chima. I read this first book in the series last year, I believe, and I ended up giving it a 1-star rating. It was a Booksplosion book last year, I believe, or maybe the year before, and so I went into it expecting to absolutely love these books. So I bought all 3 at once without having actually read one. And then I did, and it was very predictable. Things didn't happen for actual reasons, and I get that in YA, adults are supposed to be the enemy. They're not supposed to be able to help up, but if they're on your side, they shouldn't be lying to you about things like his aunt does in this first book, and I disliked the first one so much that I do not want to read the rest of it, so I will be unhauling these books today. Alright, so the 3rd series on this list is on this list because I am already in 2 very, very involved worlds that have been put together. You have the Forgotten Realms and the Dragonlance series, and I have so many books by them, and there are so many books in that universe that are out to be read that I really don't want to start another one. So one of the other book series I will probably never ever read is Gotrek and Felix by William King, or anything from the Warhammer series. It is a series that my husband absolutely loves, but I'm already involved in 2 very, very detailed worlds, and I don't really want to add a 3rd. This next book is another one that my husband absolutely loves, and I like the author alright, but I absolutely could not get into Hard Magic, the first book of the Grim Noir series by Larry Correia. And it was just not very well explained, and that is becoming to be a pet peeve of mine, where if I don't understand what's going on fairly well into the book, I think I listened to it for 3 hours or so, 2 or 3 hours before I gave up on it on the audiobook, and it's not something I ever want to get into again. I will keep reading the Monster Hunter series by Larry Correia slowly, but I am going to completely stay away from his Grim Noir series. And this final book series / author is probably going to be the one to make people the most angry, but it is how I feel, and I did truly give it a shot. This next author that I never want to read again is Stephen King. Now, I know he's one of the greatest literary writers of this time, but I do not enjoy his writing at all. And it has nothing to do with the horror. I don't want to read the horror because it's not my genre. It's very much not my genre. But the Dark Tower series is a fantasy kind of series. And I tried. I made it through this teeny tiny first book, and I hated every single second of it. I did. It was dream logic where if you look at it, it doesn't make sense, but because it's a dream, it just makes perfect sense. And a lot of other things, people didn't react the way I thought they should react, and they didn't say the things I thought they should say, and just all over, I absolutely hated The Gunslinger. But it's Stephen King's first book ever, so I picked up the second one in the series to see if further down the line he became a better author for me, and I didn't like book 2 either. I barely made it into book 2 because something happens at the beginning of book 2 where he is dying and then he has a thought that is so out of line of what he should be thinking that I absolutely cannot get into it. And again, the newest book out, which I think is A Wind Through the Keyhole, we listened to it in a car ride, my husband and I, because this is his book and he loves Stephen King, and I still didn't like the writing style. I could not get into it. It was short stories that take place in this world. The people didn't make sense to me. The world didn't make sense to me, which, I'm missing all the world building, so it makes sense that it doesn't make sense. But I did not in any way enjoy the 3 hours that it was playing as background noise in that car ride. So I can guarantee I will not be picking up Stephen King's books again. Okay. Now we are going to go into the vlog footage. There is a ginormous used bookstore in Tulsa that I absolutely love to go to, and then I will end this video. Yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up button below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Wednesday, or else, as you've seen, I lose books. Thank you guys for watching, and have a wicked day.